Reserve time.
Welcome back. Team of two here, casting the Anzac Dota 2 weekend, going into match number 2 in the lower bracket. It's just round 1 really. Lower bracket semi-finals, I guess you could call it, between ClickTime and DBN.
Ban.
Yeah, so
Pretty similar bans to last time to start off with, although no troll being banned out
no
so
troll
far.
straight away, which is going to be quite interesting. Maybe they want to try and leak it through the pool, but I don't think DBN are going to let them.
Yeah, I mean, because ClickTime have first pick here, so it comes down to whether DBN are willing to let them have the troll.
5 seconds. Remaining.
So with the previous match, what should we be expecting from them? More of the same, maybe, or are we going to go for a different type of strategy?
Yeah, I'm not actually sure. They're panning out the
Oh, they
Undying,
don't like that
actually.
Undying. Last game, he did cause quite a few problems.
He really did, but I think it wasn't so much just the Undying himself. I mean, Undying is a good hero, but he really does rely on you building a good draft around him, and that's what DBN really managed to do last time.
Yeah, the Night Stalker to initiate and stop them from touching the Tombstone, and then you had also
Skywrath, good silence.
Skywrath was up.
You had your Disables from your Lion. You had your Juggernaut who could fight early, especially with the healing ward. You know, they built a very good lineup around it, and there is the troll ban they don't want to
So
have.
who would you pick up first in this case?
I mean, the Axe is in the pool, and so is, the Queen of Pain, is what I was about to
What's
say.
the first pickup here? Do you think it'll be followed by an Axe plus support? Axe silencer, maybe?
It would be common. I don't know if we'll see it, though. I mean, it depends what the rest of the lineup is that they want to build into. Axe is incredibly powerful right now, so you could see something like an Axe Skywrath. It's not a bad combination to pick up.
No, not at all. I think myself personally, I'd just be picking up a support of some type. There's the Lion pickup in this case. And then maybe I'd be looking at either my offlaner or possibly a semi carry, like a core role. But maybe I'd get my third tier core, like the one that's not exactly the best, but not exactly the worst.
Yeah.
And then I'd move into my more important picks and bans, hopefully.
Yeah.
But we'll find out in about a minute.
I am a big fan of the Skywrath Mage early game. The fact that silence that he has is so good for ganking heroes like the Queen of Pain that you assume is going to have a very safe mid lane.
I think that is strong, but as long as you have good communication, that type of gank shouldn't happen to your mid laner. Not to say it wouldn't, but
yeah, it shouldn't happen as often.
if you have the communication, you should be quite fine.
You know what we should see? You know what we should? It's a fucking Pudge. That's what it is. Go on, DBN. Pick the Pudge.
Were they the ones that picked it up last time?
Wasn't it? ClickTime?
I think it was Team Howick.
Or was it Team Howick? No, it was ClickTime. Because I remember you being like, yeah, ClickTime's got my vote because they won the second match with Pudge.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then they lost.
And then they lost the third one.
I was slightly disappointed that day.
But yeah, so maybe we'll see another Pudge pickup on ClickTime. It's worked for them before.
Maybe, but I don't think you want to see it up too early.
Batrider! Yeah! Yeah, girl! Yeah! Oh, it's the first one we've seen.
Between Quap and Batrider, it's so good.
Oh, do you reckon he's going to be our mid?
So far, he's got the flexible picks. That's what I like about lineups like this. You get a hero like Batrider, where the other team still has to guess where it's going to be. You can run it mid. You can also run it onto your off lane, and you can also run it into the jungle. So
yeah,
there's 3 possibilities that they have to work around.
So
they're getting the swap counter.
That's a really fantastic. No, Night Stalker. That's a really fantastic thing about the Batrider and things like Lion is that you do put a lot more doubt into the opposition as to what your draft is going to be because you have so much versatility on heroes like that.
Whereas, and then you can see the difference. You look at ClickTime's picks right now, you're probably pretty sure Venge is going to be a support. Very rarely you're going to see a carry Venge.
You're pretty
and then
sure.
You've got Quap going to possibly be in the mid lane. You're probably not going to see your off lane. That hasn't been done in a long time.
Yeah. You're
So it
pretty
looks
sure
like
you've
very
got
constrained.
you're pretty sure you've got the Queen of Pain mid, and you're pretty sure you've got a number 5 Vengeful Spirit who may smoke gank your mid laner with a +1. But for the other side, we've got Batrider who can jungle, who can mid lane, who can off lane. You viably put him in any of those lanes. In fact, you can even send him solo mid if you want to run an aggressive tri lane. And the Lion can roam and go any lane as a support, but he will be their number 5.
Most likely will be a support, so you can at least assume that. But you can see that at the moment,
No
DBN has
silencer as well.
a very wide range of of flexibility, whereas you can already see ClickTime's getting a little bit constrained. Like you've already got most likely your mid.
Yeah.
Not saying that it's the be all end all in that case, but I'm just saying you can see how the picking and banning stages work. You're narrowing what your opponent can pick, and you're also trying to expand what your strategies can be.
So we got the ban out of the Night Stalker. Obviously, was run incredibly effectively last game, and they don't really want to deal with that again. Silencer has just been an absolute nuisance throughout this entire tournament, and he's been doing very well. Last
But he did
game
suffer a loss last game.
was one of the only ones I can remember where he did lose, though.
And that was because he was picked up early, so you didn't have to pick into him.
I think the other time he lost was, correct me if I'm wrong, was there a Silencer pickup when ClickTime played Pudge in the last one? Let me open up Dat Dota and let's take a look.
I don't think there was though on that one.
I need to
Oh
just
no,
get...
you're right, there was, because I remember him silencing Pudge, but I think it was against Pudge.
Yeah, I think it was against. No, Dat Dota is still not available for me, apparently, so I guess we won't be doing that.
Maybe it was Skywrath, because I think they were running Sky as well. We've got a defensive support pickup from Earthshaker here, which definitely promotes possible late game carry.
But that's another one where you can actually kind of throw Earthshaker wherever you want.
You can, but he's very much he's usually seen as a defensive support hero, purely because you can block, and he doesn't exactly get right next to anyone straight away.
Yeah, I mean, you do see him run mid sometimes in pubs, but he's going to have a hell of a lot of trouble against the Queen of Pain if they try and do that.
I think they're going to use him as a roaming rotation.
I have seen him on the off lane before. I have. In fact, I'm... Oh, there's the Pudge! Hell yeah! Oh. Do you reckon we're going to see another support Pudge from ClickTime? Or do you reckon we're going to have Queen of Pain somewhere else?
I think we're going to see at the moment Quap to the mid lane. Pudge looks like in a support role. Depends who picks it up. Who their traditional mid player was? Z, was it? Last
I can't
time?
quite remember.
10 seconds.
Anyway.
On ClickTime here, with the Pudge especially, he fulfills a similar role as Night Stalker as we were talking about in that last game, and vision becomes a huge issue for your team and the other team. If you can stop the other team having vision on you, that Pudge can successfully gank, and if you can have vision for that Pudge, he can successfully gank as well. Whereas for the other team, they need to know where that Pudge is whenever they can.
So at the moment, there's support. So you're possibly going to see a core Leshrac in this lineup.
Yeah, core Leshrac with Pudge Venge support. And an offlane going to be picked up? We've already banned out the Clockwork from DBN. Are they going to ban out another offlaner here? Do you reckon we could see a Watermelon for ClickTime again?
The mighty Watermelon.
Because that gives them a hell of a powerful lineup in terms of pushing with the core Leshrac. Pudge were getting that as pickoffs, and if you are stacking jungle / ancients well,
your amount of burst.
Yeah, your offlane Tide can actually do pretty well.
So if Pudge lands a hook, someone's going to die rather than Pudge lands a hook and they live.
Yeah.
The problem you do have though is Earthshaker, I find, is quite a good counter to Pudge. Long range, heavy stun times.
They ban out a hard carry. Okay, so I mean, you do have the spin on the Juggernaut, which is a pretty good counter to the hook to start off with, and it's not bad.
Hook goes right through it.
No, but in terms of once you get hooked in, you can spin to stop your rot damage
aftermath,
and anything like that. One thing you do see is they picked up the Vengeful Spirit, right? That was after the Batrider pick, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Vengeful Spirit is a fantastic counter to Batrider.
Yeah, that was the reason he was picked up, because as soon as you're swapped, it breaks the entire lasso.
Yeah, it does. So if that Vengeful Spirit's around, it becomes incredibly difficult for that Batrider to initiate, and we have the mid laner here for DBN.
So they definitely know the lane. So we've got Batrider into possibly the jungle, Earthshaker or Lion supports.
We'll have Batrider off lane to start off with.
Oh, yes, sorry. Batrider off lane to begin with, maybe Earthshaker Lion doing a few stacks on the side, and then you got Jug onto the safe lane, Puck in mid.
It depends what they want to do. They could actually run Puck on the offlane and send the Batrider mid. It could potentially be safer.
Could do, but you might have a bit of problems with Leshrac if you stun cancel.
Yeah, I mean, with the Lesrac's Venge, you could have trouble, because if the Venge throws out a stun and you phase shift it, then the Lesrac's just going to follow up right on top of you, knowing how long that phase shift lasts. But they actually pick up a hard carry. So, what's going on with our lanes? Are we going to see Pudge mid and the Queen of Pain playing our offlaner?
Pudge, man.
Or
Traditional
offlane Pudge?
offlane
Are we going to
Pudge.
have 2-1-2?
I think we're possibly looking at 2-1-2 lanes, and the DBN very similar. Maybe a 1-1-3 lane or a 1-1 like transition jungle type lane. You know what I mean? Lion and Earthshaker being jungle roaming.
Yeah.
But let's find out. This will be quite an interesting lineup to see, and especially how the lanes will develop. I think
A 2-1-2 could work, because the 2-1-2 allows you. You've got a decent lineup on the bottom lane there with your Pudge Leshrac, and I say Leshrac, not Venge, because the fact that you'd have them on bottom lane allows Leshrac to be your farmer on the off lane, and so it does allow him to transition into that kind of number 3 role that you really want him in. I got a pause coming out straight away.
got a bit of Skype issues.
So I'll run through the lineup quickly. On DBN here, we have JC for Noobs playing our Juggernaut with kind of a scary looking mask there, actually. On our Batrider, we have Zed Putitang. On our Puck player, we have, if I can click him, Hakumen. On our Earthshaker, we have Smegma Salad, fantastic name as usual. And on our Lion, we have Dota.
Okay, and so if we run over to the Dire side lineup, we have Pac-Man on the Vengeful Spirit, GYP bringing up the Pudga, we've got Insof on the Spec, Z on the Leshrac, and Make It Easy? Make It Easy probably would be my guess.
My Kitties?
On the Quap.
Maybe?
Or My Kitties?
My Kitties!
Not 100% sure.
Strange animation, she's like yawning. Tired. Leshrac looking all stoic. I like how they still blink when they're paused.
And we get a shout out to the iPlay Internet Cafe.
Shout out to iPlay. Hell yeah. Pudge doing his funny face. Have you noticed that Pudge looks like he's blind? And surprised a lot of the time?
Yep. It's because every time you hook, you're surprised. You're
like, oh my god, I actually got someone.
And those moments where he goes, get over here, and you've hit someone in Viz, you're just like, yeah.
Or those moments where you're like, don't worry team, I'll initiate, and you hook out a Tide and die.
I remember that
whole
too
team
well
dies.
from you.
Or
I
you hook
remember
out...
that too well from you.
Or
That's right.
you accidentally hook out the Nyax, and you just go, oh shit! Come on, let me click the lion. Silly game. Oh, looks like we're about to start.
Yeah, the lanes start off with.
Dum 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 dum. We're inside Earthshaker.
Doesn't look like any early game.
We have a smoke on the lion and on the
That is a
Earthshaker.
cool looking courier for the Dire team. I want that courier. Take a look at that courier. Oh my god, his face on one looks amazing.
What is it?
It's called Butler Blunder.
Oh, here we go. Butler Blunder. Owned by Zed. Rawr! It's like a weird
Looks
goblin
great.
thing.
Love
It's
him.
cool.
Makes me think of Final Fantasy XI. Shout out to Final Fantasy XI.
Anybody still playing that game, let us know. We're tempted to go back and restart it after... How many years has it been? Like 5 years of not playing?
5 or so. So we got the offlane Pudge.
Oh, smoke!
The only Pudge.
I think we are going to see a fight happen here. This could be pretty interesting.
Oh, it'll be Quap that they run into. If she levels up Blink, she's out.
Yeah,
Blink,
they've
no
they've seen her.
problem.
They're not even going to need to. Stun goes out, but it's not enough.
Oh man, Lesh. You want
Lesh?
to fight that? I wouldn't go anywhere near it.
Getting all up in their face. I'm surprised, little surprised he didn't level Lightning Storm, and I guess that's because they wanted to have the stun combination with the Vengeful Spirit. Early.
Pudge is going like, oh god, I actually made it in here.
This is an interesting ward here. It doesn't block anything, but it gives really good sight on the side. You can
This is
see...
the same ward they did last time for a Tide Hunter.
the Tide Hunter ward was down here, but it provides a very similar thing. So this one here gives you sight up here and a long way down here, but the ward that Pudge has placed actually gives you sight not just down here, it gives you sight into the lane down here to see lane ganks, up here to see any ganks coming from that side as well, and even earlier than the one that Tide placed. So it is a very, very useful ward in terms of a defensive ward. In
Yeah,
terms
it
of
gets you to about there.
in terms of an aggressive ward, it's not huge, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it doesn't give huge sight down there. You'll only see a flash of a hero ganking through the lane, but sometimes that can be enough.
He's creating the tunnel network.
Yeah. Yeah, gonna start hooking the Juggernaut from back here and killing him. Just nice little hooks from under the tower, and
Realizes he's all alone, so joins in.
Oh, denied. I'm sorry if we're a little biased in terms of watching the Pudge this game, but he's just so great to watch, and there's a good D ward coming out from the aggressive ward here.
The one other good thing about running Puck to the mid lane, you can't do dagger harass on that hero. I mean, it won't work.
You can. You gotta
Just
try and like juke it out though. Dodged again. Just misses the orb. A little bit of harass coming out.
That's a lot more mana for Puck to use than for Quap here. So now Pudge is dealing with
a lion.
2 heroes.
No, that's going to be a lot harder.
Not even draining his mana, just sitting there. I wouldn't be too worried about that.
He doesn't actually have mana drain yet.
Level 2, you'd be in the mana drain area.
Yeah. Top lane, we have pulls are coming out from Smegma Salad here, so pretty good pull. We potentially have a double stun onto Pootie Tang here, but a good stun comes out from the Earthshaker. Leshrac in a lot of trouble. He might actually go down. A good slow coming out. That might not be enough. Just killed.
First blood was taken by Lion on bot lane.
What? It was? Oh wow. Back to top lane. Earthshaker in quite a lot of trouble here. And he goes down actually to Einsof with 1 level in Dispersion.
Nothing. Kill coming back on them.
Yeah, so 1 kill coming back for them, which isn't bad, and it goes on to their carry as well, which is always nice.
They definitely need to get Leshrac though a nice what's it called? Wand. Yeah. That way he'll be able to at least throw a few spells out onto the Batrider, especially once he hits level 2. Spam lightning.
Pudge not having a good time on bottom lane, but his main goal down here is to make sure that he stays in experience range. He just needs those levels.
One thing he could do though is he could also put aggression on if the Juggernaut started trying to take the ranged creep. You know, the whole line
under the tower.
Yep, like there. Any points like that, you should be looking for them, I think. But either way, it could end up and be really messy. Looks like they might. No, they're just taking hits.
Oh man, Lion is dead. Great hook there.
Great return by Pudge.
That hasn't necessarily won his lane, but that is a massive play on the off lane.
Back in. Lion being over aggressive and it costs him.
It's amazing how fast kills like that can happen when there's a Pudge and they're potentially going on the Leshrac up here and he stopped moving. Is that a disconnection?
Yep. Yes.
This is bad.
Well, he's
definitely dead if they decide to go and get this kill. Honestly, I think he was dead anyway. The Earthshaker had his Fisher and he could have easily got the block there. So it's not too bad. Not responding doesn't seem great. It looks like he's reconnecting now. So
we have him back onto the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly sure he was dead anyway. It should have been a pretty easy block for the Earthshaker there. He was within range, so I don't think they're too upset at the fact that he died. But the top lane, speaking of having a little bit of Smegma Salad running onto tower here, and Dagger actually going to miss. Oh, he disconnects again. This pause timing, man. Smegma Salad, he doesn't have any levels in Aftershock, so he's not going to be able to get any stun with the Enchant Totem, but it is going to be a lot of damage here onto Einsof. He's got one sticky napalm on him too, so it will take a while for him to turn around.
20% slower.
Why hello there, he says. This is an awkward situation we find ourselves in.
Definitely not good.
Take a look at this. We've got Puck out-leveling our Queen of Pain in mid by almost a full level.
Definitely those denies stacking up. And the last hit, she's 13 and 7 with Quap only on 6 and 1.
Yeah, they've actually got the same damage right now.
I think
arguably Quap with a better lasted animation, but
and exact same damage,
same range as well.
I think the main thing that is not going in Quap's favor is the fact that she can dodge Shadow Strike. Yeah. The only thing I think she could do is to bait it by doing Scream first, considering it's low level and only 110 mana, and then following it up with the Shadow Strike. Because if she dodges the Scream, then that's fine. It's only 85 damage anyway. She should really take the damage and then run Shadow Strike, so playing a bit of mind games.
Yeah. I mean, the level 1 Scream of Pain is not really something for the puck to be too worried about. With your 25% resist, you're only taking about 60 damage from it.
So, but I think that's something Quap should be playing to favor, or just continuing the right clicks. Battling up against Puck, Puck needs to either get close or throw the orb. Throws the orb, you blink, and other than that, you keep trading hits. And I think you would work out better for Quap in that case.
Yeah, throwing the orb, you do have to be careful. I mean, they've got the same armor, same damage, pretty much same health. Quap actually has more. Same. Actually, I don't know what the attack speed is.
The attack speed is
1.24,
slightly
slightly
higher
in
on
Quap. Yeah, and she's a level behind, so she's actually got an advantage in that respect. But the orb from Puck actually comes out fast enough that I don't think you can blink away before she can jaunt to it and silence you.
Assuming that she gets enough time. Like, I'm saying you keep at range. On your 650 range, I think you'd be safe.
550.
But 550?
Mm-hmm.
550, but I still think at 550 range you could get away quite easily, but
it would be close.
Even then, it is a little bit of like, be careful type of thing.
Yeah. This top lane where I think this is going to be pretty interesting once things restart here. Oh, Spectre. Look at Spectre if you zoom in. She's not looking like she's having a good time.
Will we see the go yet?
Want to settle this on Dust 2? Oh, he's gone again. What is going on?
Seems like we've got a Steam connection issue, maybe?
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Oh, I didn't notice this. They've actually blocked it for him. He blocked it.
Oh, nice.
Quite interesting. I love the Pudge in jungle. Jungle Pudge.
What?
New type of Pudge.
The Pudge just standing up here in the trees.
Yep.
He's actually out of experience range there, I'm pretty sure. Just by a little bit.
What is experience range? About 1,000 something?
Experience range is I think 1,000. Or 1,000. I think it's 1,000. So it's just
If you
less
judge
than
it on
hook.
the length of his hook.
The experience range is almost the length of your screen from top to bottom. Which is different from side to side, obviously. I'm pretty sure he's just out of experience range over there.
Yeah, he's out by a good, like, 100, 150, 200.
Which is a little interesting, but he
things,
might
whatever
be
you wanna
looking
call it.
to just move up into the trees here. And I think you can't see my mouse on screen, and I can't draw when it's paused. If you look at the mini-map, where the game is paused is over now. He's looking to kind of move up around here and sit behind the trees and fog and get some experience. Hopefully Leshrak here, where he reconnects, is going to stay reconnected. He's also, I think, looking to go and buy his boots here, which is why he's sneaking through the trees. And he's gone again.
Not looking too good for them right now.
Yeah, this isn't great. Do we have an admin in the game at the moment? I don't actually know.
Don't know actually. There's no way to check current viewership into it. I don't.
If we back out here, does it show the lobby we're in? No. Oh, how do I get back into the game? What? Oh, no, it's fine. My game's just crashing.
You just hit the top left. You hit the top left part anyway, when you're in the pause section.
That's cool. My game just crashed. We're fine. Don't worry. Reconnecting.
Yeah, they're looking for the wards. Looking for the wards. Dirty cheaters, no.
Did you see the video that Navi posted recently about the hack you can do to plant a ward right in the middle?
No, what's this hack?
So what you do is you stand in base as any hero with wards, and then while you're in the fountain, you try and place the ward somewhere like a long way away from the fountain. You just like click to place the ward a long way away. While your hero's running to do that, you drop the wards from your hero into your stash, so you move them into your stash. Then you right-click on your stash and drop from stash onto the ground, then pick them up with the courier, and it automatically places a ward right where Quap's standing.
That seems weird.
That's such a weird bug, right? And that's because that's the middle of the map. And it decides, like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm going to plant it right in the middle at 0-0.
It's the best next cafe around, eh?
Some sweet shout-outs for iPlay.
Toilet, the only way to spell.
Oh, dude, he's following your terrible, terrible spelling.
Hey, I've corrected it. I say toilet.
Good.
I corrected it. Just because you're a grammar Nazi.
It really pissed me off, that one. Alright, I'm going to message an admin here, we'll see if they know what's going on and what the rules are around this, because we are not admins for this, we are just casters.
Woo! We cast. We cast because we care. That should be your streaming motto. So, if we're looking towards the lineups, there's not too much going on, but hopefully we can see the bottom lane turn around a little. No, not the bottom lane. The top lane turn around a little bit more for ClickTime, but everybody's DC.
There goes another one! We might as well DC as well.
We do, though. Yeah, let's go start another match of Dota.
Yeah.
Back when they're ready.
Oh, hey! They're all going! Oh, man, the pause timing. You what?
You what, mate?
You what?
So, as we have the downtime anyway, what do you think's going to change in the new patch? They said it's going to be a big balance change as far as the announcements go, and probably the last change before TI would be my guess as well. What are you hoping to see?
That's really tough. I'd like to see the last heroes added to Captain's mode, with whatever changes they need to make to actually get them in there.
So you'd like to see Oracle and Winter Ribbon being put in. You
There's
think
one
it'll change the
other
meta
as well.
too much on them?
Is it Earth Spirit that's not in? It might be Earth Spirit.
Yeah, probably Earth Spirit. Do you think it'll change the meta too much? By a lot, or?
I think their plan will be to change it a bit. Or
I'm meaning on the heroes in this case. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Is that
Ah.
the changes that come out will probably force the meta to change again. I think the meta we've got right now is okay. I think we will see nerfs to the really popular heroes right now, because the meta does get a little stale when it's just the same heroes being picked up over and over again. Ice Frog is, I'm pretty sure, has been, and he's got closer in this patch than he has been before, I'm pretty sure. In terms of balancing, he's trying to get it to the point where you can really pick up whatever you like and play well with it.
The ideal meta per se.
Yeah,
the meta that doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. It's the ideal meta is the non-existent meta, where you can essentially play whatever you want.
But then you get the meta of the meta.
But the
Metaception.
problem is that you've still got those, like your Storm Spirit, your Juggernaut, your Axe, your Bat Rider, your Troll. I'm missing one. What am I missing?
Sniper.
And your Sniper as your huge bans at the moment, just about every match. And it's, I mean, when people are being banned out that much in competitive matches all the time, there is something wrong with them. They are too powerful. I mean, it is a certain extent just to do with the fact that everybody likes playing them, so they don't like the other teams having them, because they know how to play. It's just what's popular at the moment, but it has to come from somewhere as well.
I mean, though I think sometimes maybe it's also the shift in the way the meta works. Like, you see these big pickups like Troll and stuff, and I mean, the most recent Star Ladder game I watched, there was a Troll and a Juggernaut in the same team, and I was like, oh man, that's going to do a lot. And then they picked up a surprise Watermelon.
Yeah.
This was interesting, because he had to solo, he was on the off lane, Ice playing him, of course, against both, I think it was a Spirit Breaker to begin with, but then later on it was also Troll and the others. Sorry, it wasn't Jugger, it was Troll. Just Troll. But the fact that they had that Anchor Smash and high level on Kraken Shell meant that no one could touch Tide.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're coming back into the game now.
Yeah, and the orb coming out, did that actually hit the Queen of Pain? I didn't quite see.
Looks like ClickTime and taking the players 4 time.
Yeah, it looks like they've got players 4 going at the moment, so we'll see how that goes. I mean,
And they lit up on the Spectre.
They don't get any bonus on terms of experience or anything like that until Spectre actually abandons. Is abandoning possible in private games?
No.
Ooh, we've got an engagement coming out here. The Lion in a lot of trouble. Actually, Hook missed, but he should still... Good double stun. He should still die here, though.
Got the DD rune, though.
Doing a lot of damage to the Pudge. Wow.
Committed, he probably would have killed GYP. But turning around to run there, I think he had a chance.
Lion hits very hard with that double damage rune we've got. Ping's coming out on the mid lane, Pudge, I think, wanting
Looks like Lesh is
to...
back. Oh, there's a jump to walk in. This is big.
This is big, because he's already jumped. A good ultimate goes out, but he isn't going to get the kill! Oh! Fantastic split earth, and the obviously it doesn't technically mini stun, but the hook kind of cancels your attack animation, not attack animation, your attack order and things. So a big play there. Lesh looks like he's back in the game now, so
yeah, everything's running smoothly again.
yeah.
Glad to see the issue fixed. So we look to see around the jungles. There is at least Lion stacking a few things, which is good to see.
Earthshaker
one stack here.
on really low up top lane, and Pudge coming in with a hook. He's gonna get him! Oh!
What a great hook cancel.
He's sneaky, sneaky fat man.
Fatty.
Oh, this is reminiscent of the last game. Those fantastic hooks we saw on the
coming through.
on the Storm Spirit to get the kills last time. God, that was good. I hope we see more of that.
Great hook cancel. He meted him.
Yeah, free farm here coming out on the Juggernaut though, so they do have to be careful about that.
Looks like he's going into the traditional cooler build.
Yeah. It does
Early
look
pick
like
up
that.
on the Basilisk.
Leshrac about to scout out the top rune here. Slowly.
It's good to see ClickTime actually looking for the runes now, rather than last game where they were letting them free roam runes.
Yeah, both our mid laners have bottles now, and we actually have an invis on this Lesh. If he plays it right, and there's a... Especially if the Queen of Pain... Queen of Pain's not... Every time. Queen of Pain's not going to hit level 7 before he can get the gank off, so they are lacking a bit of damage because they don't... Has she leveled up stats? No, there's the ultimate. Oh, good stun! They're going to get it! Oh! Oh! Scream! Scream! Oh, yes! There we go. Waited perfectly for that orb. And that's the kind of burst I was talking about, with the ability to hit your stun easily with your what's it called? With the invis rune up, because they can't see you casting the animation. A little bit harder to dodge.
He was not invis doing that. He dropped the ward after getting the invis rune here, and then landed it from the high ground.
Oh, hook just
good
missing.
Play on vision.
Pudge,
Good play on vision.
Pudge knowing he was about to hit level 6.
So, not good for this puck so far. 2 early deaths to a name. And it looks like the Spectre is actually catching up on farm now. The lanes have kind of settled a bit. The dust is cleared, and farming ensues.
Yeah. Just going to take a look at my settings. Been told I can't be heard in game, which is a little weird.
I'm going to fix that one up. Got the open mic going?
Yeah, I mean, it's showing that my voice is broadcasting.
Looks like they're going onto the top lane here with Spectre running in.
Spectre ulting here, but it looks like they're just trying to get away, and the Bat Rider's actually got a good hook here. But
Shrek is in. Quap comes in, she gets some easy kills. Scream time!
Oh yeah, great Scream. Yes. And the Bat Rider should go down here as well. And Spectre actually going to get out there. Not quite having enough damage, and the stick charges saving her life there.
Yes, very good pickup. Lots of damage dealt, however. There were 1,597 from the side of just Bat Rider and Shaker, and then 1,723 by both by the 4 team of Beck, Quap, Lesh, and Venji.
Yeah. Puck heading towards bottom rune. I think Pudge did as well. Quap's not around to finish him up, but Fatty's gonna miss the hook. Fatty, how could you miss that?
Man, such a sweet hook. Oh well. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he outmeted himself. So if we take a look at hero levels now, we see level 8 up on the Juggernaut, 8 on the Puck, and then the first of ClickTime's heroes level 8 on the Quap.
Trying to do what they can, and the Earthshaker comes in with a good stun. The Pudge being caught out along with Queen of Pain, but a great ulti coming out from Queen of Pain, and the Wave of Terror is actually going to finish off the
Then Quap picks up the other one.
Another TP support coming in from the Juggernaut. He has his ulti here.
Looking to ult here.
Not going to get it. Blink away, and the other two knew the teleport was coming in and backed off early.
Like Pudge wants a bit of this jug. He's looking. Is Pudge really settling things down, not allowing people to gank too much? It's good to watch.
He's actually doing a great job. I've never really thought of Pudge as such a fantastic kind of counter ganker, but he's doing a really good job of it. And that's the thing is, especially in pro games more than pub games, you see quite a difference in level disparity between your cores and your supports, and it allows Pudge to have a little bit of easier food, and a hook comes off on the... Oh, this is going to be one dead puck. There's nothing up for him with the orb already gone out. Fantastic. Fantastic time to hook for the Pudge.
Pudge has definitely been their secret weapon.
And Juggernaut picks off the Leshrac with the Mask of Madness ulti down bottom.
Whoa. This Jug has been Pudge has been a real integral part of ClickTime. Their go-to hero.
Yeah,
both
has
games
been.
they've been down one. They really pull it back when Pudge comes out.
If they end up winning this game, do you think we'll see a respect ban on the Pudge next game?
Maybe, considering it has paid off twice.
They need to keep sight. That's why the Spectre ulti was used. Is Putitang going to be able to get away? He's going into an area where Cop can follow him, but there is no mana on the Queen of Pain, and I think he's going to get out. Oh, Wave of Terror come out? No, he's fine. That was close. I almost think they should have saved that Spec ulti a bit longer. Jug on bottom lane in a little bit of trouble here as Pudge chases him down. He still has the ward up, which has just been killed. He's hooked the creep. That's bad luck. Maybe he should have kept waiting there. If he'd kept following and assumed that he was going to get the Lightning Storm from the Leshrac as a slow, he would have got close enough to dismember.
I think he was also respecting the spin there, thinking that the hook wouldn't deal damage when it was going to, because he did cancel when he had a clear hook on him.
I did not see that.
There was a first cancel.
Right.
And then he waited a bit and then went for it. I think if he went for the first one, it would have connected, got the 360 damage on him, and then you just have to keep hitting him.
Well, you can dismember through it. Just to hold them still.
Even then, yeah. But why not dismember and go through?
Pudge just
spots out Shaker.
Yeah. Spotted the
Shaker spots Pudge.
Usually goes both ways.
This type of transition's really good, because this means that Spectre has got this free farm and can start pressuring the tower.
And here goes the Bat Rider. This is what you expect from the Bat Rider, and this is why he works so well on the offlane, is because especially if you have your supports in the jungle stacking, especially then, even if he gets destroyed on that bot lane, he just comes in, farms up a stack, and bam, there's his blink, just like that.
And that's a dagger in 12 minutes on an offlane bat.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not too shabby. Looks like they get a smoke gank.
They're going to wait for a hook.
Looks like they're going to go for a hook here. Oh, there's an opening.
Oh, they don't have any vision, and they've seen the lion. Good swap, and good stun, but the Queen of Pain follow-up damage. Shaker, good stun from a long way away, and the ulti from Juggernaut, but no Mask of Madness up for it. It's not quite going to deal enough damage. A great scream coming out, but that's a good... Oh, the Leshrac! Wow, that's a lot of damage he's putting out. And Bat Rider's Fire going to kill off the Pudge here. Spectre ulti, and this is what we were talking about with the Haunt. Is he going to come in for the kills here? He is, and one's going to go down. There is another blink intense.
Blink dagger pays off.
Yeah, dagger missing.
Looks like Cop's going to burn. Woo! That was close.
Yeah.
He's trapped between fire on this side and then the Shaker block here. Just stood in here not to die.
Overall, another really good fight for ClickTime. I mean, it was close. The puck came in and got off a few good spells, but all in all, I think the heroes on the side of DBN are just a little bit too squishy at this point to the amount of burst that can come out on QuickTime. ClickTime.
And also the sustained damage that they've got. So they've got a unique build here when they've got Quap and continuous screams, which is obviously burst, but still, if you can keep it going. And then you've got Leshrac, who just melted that puck from the back.
Really did, eh? That's the power of that core Leshrac, and the thing is if you can get that Bloodstone up on him, he becomes able to really just go and stand on those front lines and keep that ulti going. And plus, you know, you look at that and you think, when you can keep the ulti going with the amount of mana regen you get from a Bloodstone, you can actually farm amazingly well.
It looks like you're about to use the good old Blink Dagger here.
Yeah, this should be a kill on the Leshrac. Yeah, good stun, and he's going to go down. Don't even have to use the ulti.
And you can also tell from that stun there that it wasn't a targeted stun, purely by the fact that it blasted outside of the animated range. So you can actually, if you take a look online, get that little bit extra on your stun if you hit the ground where they're running. Because if you hit the ground where they're running and they're close-ish, it usually procs onto them. So he actually extended his stun range there. Quite a cool little feature. Pudge has been spotted
by the ward, and he should go down here. They're actually going to use two ultimates to get this. And down he... Oh! The crit comes from the Juggernaut. Says, goodbye, Pudge. We're sick of you.
We've got 3.8k on Spectre coming up, so she's right on the relic. Very good timing at 14 minutes.
Yeah, that's really good timing if she's got the relic already. She could pose a pretty big problem if they don't do something about her.
And soon, because their supports are not that higher level on the Radiant side here.
That's the thing about Spectre, and it's the thing about what I was describing before with the level disparity and farm disparity. When you get the Spectre with a ready and a few levels higher, when she ulties, your supports on the other team just die, and there is nothing you can do about it. The Lion can do something, because he can Hex and instantly kill that illusion, or Mana Drain to do it as well on the Pudge. Uses a Dismember on the Juggernaut, but it's not actually going to net a kill because he was spinning at the same time. Lion comes in to throw off a stun, but gets stunned by Pac-Man as well, and the hook actually missing from the Pudge. We've got Slow coming out on the Lion, a Scream, and one more right click. He's not going to go down, but a fantastic finger actually netting Juggernaut the kill on the backlines here. And
a little thing he did there is he dropped the healing order, which saved Lion, because Lion was going to tick out.
Yeah, I think he may have been, but the extra health regen from that just kept him alive. Puck actually taking out the Vengeful Spirit on the backlines as well. Potentially orbing up to try and get the Lesh, but he doesn't have his ultimate up right now.
They should realize that Jug still has his ult here. I really just would not go near this right now.
Pudge wanting a hook on
a lot of damage.
somebody, and he's going to kill one.
Wow, well done.
And that's going to defend the tower. They're not going to be able to push now.
No, this is. They can even be aggressive here.
Pudge marching up. 2 seconds left on Hook. He really wants to get something here. A good silence, and he's actually going to die. Down he goes. Moving forward onto the Lesh rack. The ulti thrown out from Hakuma, and this is going to be a dead Lesh. Is that a Pudge buyback as he teleports in? The Scream of Pain.
Scream of Pain takes out. Queen of Pain takes out 2 for that, though. So it's not too bad a trade, but really the buyback wasn't necessary on Pudge.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary in the end. I think he lost out a bit from that. But as we were talking about, the levels on Pudge is one of the biggest things. So if he was... Did he manage to teleport in before those 2 kills actually happened?
No, I think he was a little bit out of range because Quap soloed the 2.
He should probably pick those up! Oh, Jug didn't manage to pick up his Tranquils! He's gonna die for it as well!
Lost his Tranquils!
Oh, he did! Where did the Tranquils go? Did Jug kill them?
He killed them, he hit them!
Oh! Oh, I don't know whether you'd call that worth it or not.
I don't know. Oh, wait, let's see. It doesn't show on the recap. Okay, so let's say, Pudge made 396. His Tranquils cost a lot more than that. I think it was 875.
Yeah, his Tranquils cost a lot more.
On that one. A little bit funny dropping those right in front of 1,000. He lost 1,000 gold. So he only gained 700.
I'm not really sure why he was dropping them there. I thought maybe he was...
Drop was so that he wouldn't use them while hitting the tower, but I think the greed
He was already on full though.
It's a little weird to say the least on that one.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Juggernaut didn't just kind of pick them up and they just rub it in Pudge's face like, ah, I've got your boots. Because he did have room.
Very questionable play.
Yeah.
Very funny play as well though.
Yeah, along with the Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain. Uh-oh. Oh, dodge. No.
Oh, great stun landed. Wow, he could have done a lot of damage there because of the Mask of Madness up, and he's got the creep wave. Yeah, I mean, he could have killed Juggernaut incredibly fast there with the Mask of Madness up, but I don't think he could have killed him before he managed to get that Omni Slash off, and he was a dead man if that happened. Batrider coming out is he's not actually looking for the Pudge here, but they're gonna run into each other, and this is gonna be a dead Pudge.
Looks like it's just you and me.
Oh yeah, that's a dead Pudge. Spectre Illusion's coming in, but he's not actually going to haunt in the end. It's a bit dangerous for him there, with 4 people on DBN up top.
Oh, I think that's actually quite a thing that I never...
Wow! The Puck almost dying here. Leshrac being swapped out, that was great. Fantastic swap, but he's going to die for it, and Lesh is going to die for this as well after sticking around to try and help out. Good fight there for DBN. Bringing it back a long way.
Pushing down on the bot lane though. Definitely after that loss of fight.
Yeah, but they are going to force that top tower as well.
And
if you look at the net worth change in the past couple of fights,
watch that gold graph and then look at it later because the Spectre just got the ready.
Spectre just got the ready, yep. So that's going to start moving a lot of farm towards ClickTime.
Yes, and it's also going to start putting a lot of pressure on the supports.
Yeah.
So it's an even exchange of towers here. Very good play by Quap, realizing that team fight was lost, but I can still get something out of this.
This is interesting. If you go and look at the net worth...
Yep.
Go and look at the net worth. I'm just trying to figure out where this happened. So this is I'm pretty sure. Okay, so what happened is they had that fight, and it started going in. It started going in DBN's favor, and this is just after the Pudge buyback, right? And the net worth started going a long way in DBN's favor. But if you take a look at the EXP graph, at the same time it really starts going into the favor of DBN. If you take a look at the EXP, it drops back into favor of ClickTime. And is that because with the buyback from Pudge, while they lost a hell of a lot of money, he got back in terms of EXP range for the next couple of kills?
Must have been, but I'm not too sure.
And we see a good pick off here. With a 4-staff up now on bat, and the Pudge is going to go down again. And there's nothing they can do about this. In fact, Quab getting caught out as well.
Did not get silenced. Needs to launch that off.
Oh.
No, you don't blink it.
Yeah. You have to blink it earlier if you're going to do that.
Yeah,
Lestrak coming in as well, but I don't think they can do anything. Is there an ultimate up on Juggernaut here? There is not. There's not enough mana. And what? Where the hell did the Spectre go?
Transported towards where the line was.
The Spectre went to where the puck was, killed him, and then died.
Definitely not bad, because she was going to go either way.
That was
not
a
favorable, though.
strange fight.
On that one, so huge exchange of EXP.
Yeah.
Massive amount. Gold, nothing really. 400. So the team that got the better one off, and that was ClickTime, gaining 1,000 and a minus 400 for the Radiant side under DBN.
It was
so quite an even trade. Lots of damage dealt.
Luckily for them, the Leshrac survived, so if they're looking to transition this Leshrac into someone big, they are going to have it. The Spec only going down right near the end, and I think getting the kill on the puck just before she died as well, which is pretty good. So she is going to be getting something. I'm not really sure what she's doing. Tranquil Boots!
Pudge has got his tranquils back. Yay!
I see a lot of boots come out. So Leshrac will be going into Bloodstone here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. As he is going to Bloodstone, as you said. Don't know why he's got at least a stun up. Bots out Jug, but Jug's ult up. I wouldn't touch this guy.
You don't want to tangle with Jug.
Barge pole.
He's just going to steal some experience.
He's taking his EXP though.
What are you going to do, Juggy?
So there is blink on puck. I didn't actually notice that before, but they might spot him out here. Oh, no, they won't. They won't.
Oh, they're going to spot out the Roshan attempt because of this Leshrac. Except this Invis ward, he does have to be careful. I don't know if he knows it's there. I don't know if they're going to be able to get people there on ClickTime fast enough. This Rosh is dropping very quickly.
Pudge is just going to go in for the hook.
Yeah, he grabs the Bat Rider, but he gets captured back in return.
Great swap.
Good swap coming out, but he is up on the cliff now in a bit of trouble. He can throw out a few spells from up there, but nothing else is going to happen. Somebody goes down fast. Einhoff going to get blasted and killed right at the start of this fight by the Juggernaut ulti as it comes through and wipes everybody out. Leshrac goes down as well. In fact, 4 dead on the side of DBN though already, so the Juggernaut is the lone survivor here if he can get out, which he should. And they're not going to be able to take Roshan for ClickTime.
They do stop the rush though, and they do take quite a bit of an exchange.
Yeah,
4 heroes down. You do lose your carry, but still.
How did the other heroes die, by the way? Was it damage from Sonic Wave?
You can see where the damage take. Sonic Wave hit 2 people, but it definitely did hit Earthshaker, which blew him up.
Pudge
I think landed
did a shitload of damage.
Killed someone.
Landed 2 hooks and did a ton of rot damage. And Spectre actually did quite a lot as well.
Like Jug's running in here.
Still doesn't have his ultimate up.
Oh,
he's after this Pudge though. He's going to teleport and he's dead. Try and rot it out, but it's not going to happen. That Jug hitting too hard at the moment. Especially if he decides to grab this.
Coil, though. So it means as far as taking a fight, they're going to be that little bit less effective, which means you got some farming time for Spectre, which is good.
Yeah, DD on this Jug, they're either going to...
quite a tank build.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go back into Roshan with the smoke here. With the DD rune, they're going to finish this before DBN can react, especially without that Pudge up.
Yeah, and the Roshan being on half. I do think it's a little bit too much to commit, though. Again, you're off the map. You do get the Jug on the second go, but you already lost the fight to it. I don't think the exchange is that good.
It's pretty good to get it after the fight loss, though. It would be horrible if they gave that up. And they're going to try and get this tier 1 at bottom. There's a haste rune, I don't know. Yep, Lions just spotted it out. Pinged it.
They definitely need
5
to focus,
group up here.
I think
Juggernaut's actually just going to backdoor this tower.
Free fortify. I love it.
Where's the Pudge when you need him?
A little bit of a pain zone. Yeah.
Good scream coming out.
Looks like Bat Rider's looking to go into initiation.
With the Blink Dagger 4-staff, he's going into BKB as well. It doesn't actually stop the swap, so the Venge is still the main counter to him.
That's the great thing about Spec. You don't even have to be there.
Yeah.
Sit back, relax,
That
farm
is
a little
the
bit.
best thing about Spectre.
Pudge sitting there. I
Smoked
think
up
he's
Pudge.
noticed the bat. No. Stealthing it in, man.
There's a ward up on the high ground here from the Radiant, but they are smoked, so
Looks
they're
like
not going to
they're
see
gonna
it, and there's a hook going to come out on the Bat Rider,
Turnaround.
and he's going to go down nice and easily. Wait, what's
Also
going on in the
moving
back?
it
Spec's in
down
here on the puck, but he's taking a lot of damage. A
And
lot of
Quap
damage.
blew up.
Oh, great hook!
Good hook. Moved him away on the ult too.
Yeah, that probably saved Spectre's life there, especially with the Wave of Terror coming through and finishing off that puck. It was the Wave of Terror, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If
a
you take
tower
goes
That's
really
down.
good.
Mid tower goes down, and Leshrac, farming away somewhere else, gets his Bloodstone.
So if you take a look at the fight recap on this, there's a huge amount of gold for Team ClickTime and a massive amount of EXP. So they got a 5k EXP for none, so no
Wow.
EXP lost there, and 2k gold with only on top of that you can think about it as a 3.5k deficit for DBN to make up purely because they lose gold as well. So you got a good exchange for them.
Yeah.
You can
Very
see by
good
the damage
exchange.
they dealt, and that Spec dealing over half of it with just the Radiance Burn Haunt, I'm guessing. Because Radiance Burn damage doesn't actually show up.
Bat Rider again going to look for someone here. I don't think he's going to be able to catch anybody. They're all backing off a long way because he doesn't want to use his 4-staff to try and catch them because he wants to get out with that. They don't actually have
Good,
a
they've
ward
just got Swap ready to go as soon as he jumps.
unless he jumps on the bench. But that's not exactly a high-value
but then
target.
you've jumped on Venge. Yeah. And even Venge's items, I don't think they care if she dies.
Leshrac's found himself an
Got two
invis
items on
rune.
there.
Pinging people out here, but he knows that there are a lot in the jungle. It's gonna follow...
Looks like there's a split up. Oh, I think they know.
I'm not really sure what the Leshrac's doing right now. He is gonna scout out orange here.
I wonder if they'll catch him.
He'd be pretty tempted to go on and Bat Rider
Oh, they're
uses
on the
Firefly again. There's the ulti from Spec, so that's going to stop any blinks, and the Lion is going to go down very easily here.
Well, this line just went what?
In the back end of play, we have a Spectre here looking for Hakumen, who's in the trees and going to jaunt out. Not going to get any other casualties here, but you can see how much damage comes out from the Spectre with one ulti if you look at the health on the Radiant team right here.
Yeah.
Korea just dodging
Dealing
the Juggernaut.
2,350 with that. That's huge. So it was a 3,000 damage. 2,300 was done just by Spectre. And that was
Essentially
from
just from
Dagger,
her ultimate.
Haunt, and Reality Lift. It's crazy.
Ba-doop-boop-boom. Observer Ward.
It'd be
Man, that
nice
has
if
a
they
long...
put in how much damage was being dealt by Radiance.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Bat Rider has a funny tail. That's what I'm saying. Look at his bat.
Like a gecko thing.
Yeah, it's like a... Whoa, Swap's coming out! And everything's blasting off while I'm zoomed in on a hero. Luckily, nothing happens. Hook comes out and misses. Boo.
Doing a bit of fishing.
You're not channeling your Dendy enough.
Channeled it before.
Yeah, he has been. We're going to get a DD rune on the Quap here. She's got a BKB up as well, along with that Aghanim, so she's not scared to throw out that ulti when she needs to.
Definitely a 10-second one too, right?
Oh.
Yeah, 10
BKB? Yeah, it should be.
That's
Pretty sure that's fresh. So if we want to take a look at what
Chuck.
items people
Just
have,
annihilated Spectre right there.
Jug's potentially in trouble here. Very tanky on that Leshrac. He's actually going to get... No, he's too fast. He's just going to run away.
Oh, I just cannot get close enough to him.
Oh, Punch Hook just missing. And Queen of Pain having to pop BKB, but she blinks in. She's going to die to the Juggernaut. First hit bash.
I think she forgot you still get stunned for that now.
And, oh, that's a fantastic
Great
swap.
Every time
He
without fail.
is going to die for it. Oh, and another first hit bash from the Juggernaut. He gets pulled in, though, by the Pudge, but it's not going to be enough, and they're going to lose 4 heroes on the side of ClickTime here to a really good, drawn-out fight by DBN.
Huge EXP change.
Yeah, that's the power of your Juggernaut carriers. He starts to come online. Especially when you don't have a spec ulti for that fight.
Yeah, they were a little bit outmanned and outbeat on that one, I think. They didn't have their spec, or it was definitely a good time for DBN to walk into the base and try and force a fight.
Yeah. That is going to be the kind of easiest method for pushing up into base later, is if they can get a pick off on that Spectre at any point, then the rest of the team doesn't pose that much of a threat by themselves. Going to go in on the bottom tower here. They've got Fortify up, and they've got a Spec ulti up as well, so this has stopped anyone from blinking out, and Spec's actually in there already, throws out a really strong dagger. Leshrac gets off the lightning, but it's not going to be enough by itself because the Earthshaker throws out a great stun. There's going to be one last right click on the line, and it looks like, yeah, the Earthshaker is going to go down to a nice hook as well. So they get a couple of pickoffs there with the Spectre ulti that we were talking about. The fact that they didn't have that last time was huge, and now that they do, going to try and de-ward quickly before they run away. We'll take a look at gold and EXP graphs now. Our EXP, I mean, our gold graph is sitting at about 0.
Up and down.
Up and down all the time, and so is the EXP. So this game is very, very close. Now the
Look at
thing
that. Spectre's
I
moving
wanted
into the
to
heart.
do... That's not the right button. That's not the right button either. There we go. I wanted to take a look at what items people have. We have the Skull Basher on the Juggernaut, as we've seen be very effective. We've got, I think, it's building into a Hex on our
Bat lurking.
Oh yeah, we've got a teleport coming in from the Earthshaker. This could be a big team fight initiating here, but it's a great stun from the Leshrac. BKB popped, good scream coming out and hitting 2. Nothing from the Pudge, and an ulti comes out from the Juggernaut, which Pudge is going to help tank up, along with the fantastic 5-man coil! Holy! Lion almost ravages and then just walks in to die. Leshrac has a Ghost Scepter really, really good against the Juggernaut here, as great damage coming out from the Earthshaker, and Puck coming in the back, getting a silence off on the Queen of Pain, and should be able to man-fight him down, and this is going to be... Oh, is he going to say... He may throw away his life for this, he's going to blink out, he's going to have to suicide. He's going to have to suicide. He's not going to suicide. That ended up being a really, really good fight for DBN.
Just though, I think if Quap committed to hitting, Puck was dead.
Yeah. That was pretty close.
Wasn't too bad, but it is definitely showing that ClickTime is still really strong, because they did not take that fight well, but still managed to get kills off. That Shaker, though, making some real waves.
The Shaker, yeah, he made a really big difference in that team fight. They almost need to get some way of dealing with him if they can pull up a Hex or an Orchid or something for the Earthshaker. So if we go back and look at the items, we have the mech on the Lion, actually, so he can still go into that Blink Dagger, which they would love to have on him.
Which I think is a good transition.
He's not too far away now, really. 2 minutes, please. We have a pause come out, so it's a good time to talk about items. We still haven't really made any progress with the Batrider in terms of getting the BKB. Oh, we have. He's about 800 gold
Does
off.
have the Mithril Hammer up. Yeah, not too far away. We do have a good pickup on Jug though that just came up. He now has Abyssal Blade.
Oh, he does. He did not have that in that fight, did he?
No, he just picked it up after it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good pickup on him. I really would like to start seeing some magic defense on him, because he is getting, like their entire team is getting destroyed by Leshrac's major DOTs.
Yeah, he kind of does need to pick up a BKB. I mean, the Quap ulti goes through the BKB anyway, but... Yeah,
he's valuing his ult, like every time. It's open with that ult, it's get that ult off, get the damage done, and then usually he'll retreat, or then, if the fight's still going their way, run in. So I think he may have looked better at supporting the Aghanim Scepter, but nothing too wrong with getting the Skull Bash, because it did pay off, as you saw in mid lane first hit dash.
a few, like 3 of them in a row, actually. So yeah.
But RNGesus.
Yeah. Our Vengeful Spirit playing in normal number 5. Just got a 4-staff and boots. Nothing else. Pudge, actually, with the Hooded Defiance up now, he will be transitioning into Pipe, and that will help a lot with the Earthshaker damage, along with the Puck damage, actually. It will negate quite a lot of damage.
Definitely does mitigate.
Our Spectre trying to get into Heart. He's actually... Spectre's had a bit of trouble. She's had the Reaver for a while now, and has just been sitting around, 1,000 or less gold, and hasn't really been able to get anything. Every time she gets close, they end up in a team fight, and she ends up dying.
I think she really needs to just sell the Bracer and get the next part. I think the added HP that you get over the amount of HP you get from Bracer would be a slight bit better.
Yeah.
You get a 250, if I'm mistaken, from the if I'm not mistaken, from the vitality booster.
Yeah,
you get 250. So the payout's a little bit better, considering the way she's playing is more of a tanker. Just get in there, tank up stuff, and deal damage based on return. Kind of like a pacifist type fighter.
We saw in the last fight the Ghost Scepter come out on the Leshrac as well, and that proved to be a pretty valuable pickup.
It was definitely absorbing some slashes and stopping Jug from doing too much.
Yeah, especially now when the Jug goes on that Leshrac, he's probably going to run straight at him, going to abyssal him and just go ham on him. If he can survive long enough, which is going to be hard now, that Jug is hitting hard, but if that Leshrac survives until the 2-second stun duration's up and he pops that Ghost Scepter, it's really going to allow him to survive and actually get something done in that team fight.
I think even then you can bait Jug into you. So the moment Jug gets too close, you hit that Ghost Scepter, and then if he wants to ult, he can. It's going to absorb something. If he gets the stun on you, then that's great, because you're the one absorbing that really long stun. That you're the one absorbing the 2-second stun that goes through a BKB.
Yeah.
Which is quite surprising, because there's only one BKB carrier currently on their team. I don't think anyone else is getting one anytime soon.
We might see one on the Leshrac at some
Maybe the
point.
will be up for that one.
But yeah, the thing is, if you look at the Queen of Pain now, she has 2.1k gold in the bank as well. So we could see something brought up by her. I would not be surprised to see her buy an Ultimate Orb.
Yeah, I think she'll be transitioning more to Hex, but also having like maybe Lincoln Sphere and stuff like that as possibilities. So you could possibly move either into that, or maybe even a Skadi, turn yourself into more of a right clicker.
Yeah,
but I
she
think
could.
the Hex would be more beneficial.
Yeah, right now
disable
she's
plus the right click damage because she's int based.
Yeah, it gives her some initiation power. If she can, the Hex is one of those things where if you can catch out that Earthshaker, it disables him enough that he really can't disrupt a team fight like he's been doing. Also, if you get the Mask of Madness procced on the Juggernaut and you pop the Hex on him before he can use, Manta or his ultimate or anything, he is going to die. He really is going to die.
It is a very interesting play line now. Though I think at some point I would like to see a Desolator or maybe some crits on Quap, because she does hit hard as a hero late game.
Yeah, you can definitely play her with some right click. Spec ult coming out, just testing the waters, I think.
Spec ult.
Seeing where everybody
I think
is.
it was more to scout out any possible Roche.
Roshan and, of course, Spectre farming solo on top. When they couldn't see a few heroes, she wanted to know if she was safe up there to be able to farm.
Very lucky though, it's still a minute 30 away. So that means by the time it is up, her ult's going to be up.
She has bought something, hasn't she? No? What happened to her money?
Take the courier. It's got a vitality
There's
booster.
a vitality booster. Why doesn't... when you open up... If you press F5 and look at items, it shows you what's in their stash. It should tell you what's on the courier as well.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually added yet. Something they're working on. Work in progress, eh?
Batrider! We get the BKB up on the Batrider, so that will be decent as well. As we said, it doesn't stop the swap. And that's kind of the biggest thing in this, is that Vengeful Spirit is a great counter. And we've seen quite a few pretty good counters as well. But it does stop a lot of the damage from ClickTime. A lot of the damage.
Getting on his stack, his Flesh Heap stacks at 35 bonus, so he's almost got a free... He has a free heart almost?
40 at heart. So I think it's 18 stat, or 16? 16
he's almost
stacks.
got a free heart on him.
Yeah.
Always good.
Yeah, if you look at the side of ClickTime and look at where the damage is coming from, it is just about entirely magical damage at the moment. The Spectre is hitting hard, but a lot of her damage is coming... Whoa, 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 whoa. Leshrac going down on the top lane. How did I miss that? A lot of her damage is still the Ratty damage coming out.
It's more Ratty Dispersion.
Yeah, but the Ratty is magical and the Dispersion is pure, so that's not going to be negated by a BKB. But wait, is it? No, nope. It will be. It will be. Yes. It doesn't pierce spell immunity. So in terms of damage coming out from ClickTime that goes through BKB, they do not have much at all. So it would be a very, very good thing for our Juggernaut to pick up. But he's actually gone into an Ultimate Orb. I think we're going to see a Skadi.
That would unfortunately waste one of his slots.
We're going to see a Skadi
to pick up the BKB.
And I mean, I would really like to see a BKB on him instead of that Aquila. But I think he's going to get a Skadi first so he can really lock someone down and chase him down and kill them. There is an ulti from the Spectre and it comes out right now. We're probably going into a big team fight as they all try and escape. The Spectre actually jaunting through a couple of illusions and Smegma Salad throwing off a nice stun. They're looking... Oh, the creep coming in to slow them. Iron Swift taking care of it and a great foil coming out on a few. BKB'd up. Juggernaut ulti coming through, doing a lot of damage. Earthshaker managing to get his ultimate off just before he dies, and Juggernaut going to go to town on Spectre, but somehow gets out, and the doesn't... Was that a suicide? No, it wasn't. Great hook. Great hook.
Wow, I thought that fight was going to go bad because of the wasted spec ult at the start.
Yeah, I thought that was...
Yeah.
Whoa, look at the EXP change. That was a suicide on the Leshrac.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, damn it, I missed my fight recap by checking stuff. Damn it, what was the damage exchange? That would have been huge.
Oh, I didn't check it. Didn't check the damage.
Was there There was not a buyback on spec, that hard.
Yeah. She just survived. The full Juggernaut ulti went through the team, went through everyone, and then the Juggernaut just started smacking the hell out of the Spectre, and she just survived the whole thing and walked out through the trees. Admittedly on very low, but she did.
Yeah. Pacifism, the only way to play.
Yeah. I remember... Do you know the custom games that come out and that are in Dota at the moment that you can play?
Yep.
Yeah, you know, there was a Reddit thread about it as well. There was the old school Invoker. They've made a map where you can play the old school Invoker.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple of spells in there, and I was playing against someone a day ago. And when I say a day ago, I mean a while, like a few weeks. And
yep,
there are a couple of spells, and I decided to play Pacifism Invoker. So I went Blade Mail, I went Hood, and I went, I think, some form of like just large armor, just to give myself a massive boost in armor, maybe a Skadi or something. And anyway, he has a couple of spells that you can summon. One is a passive 50% magic resist that just always sits on you. So I had over 100% magic resist with the items I had. So I was sitting there and couldn't take any damage from spells. Secondly, he has another one, and because I had a lot of armor, I was very tanky. He has another spell, it's a buff you can, and Spec Ulti comes out here, so we don't want to miss what's going on in the game just to talk about one of my silly custom games at another time. Look at the damage coming out of the puck, he's on half HP. He has 2,700 gold though.
Recap on that.
He's not too
Fight
far
recap,
away. I don't think you get a fight recap if there's no kills.
Yeah, you do.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm sure
well,
you do.
the fight's over, so it should be there.
It did it once before. It did it before. It didn't do it.
But yeah, the Spectre getting bigger. Going into... Looks like she'll be trying to get a Manta now. Punch trying to steal one of the kills, but missing. He's actually got that pipe up as well, so the damage mitigation we were talking about is going to be there in the next fight.
So yeah, let's go pipe up. What does he move into next? He has a 4-star. I didn't notice that.
And Queen of Pain's
Still
got
has the good old tree chop. I love it.
Queen of Pain's got the biggest item from the Hex that she's looking for, so she didn't actually get the ultimate orb, she went for the big... Oh, she's actually got Hex.
Full Hex.
After that team fight at top, a lot of gold went their way, obviously allowed her to get it. Got a Blade Mail up on the Leshrac.
Yeah, this is big, however. This is something that's going to cause a lot of problems. Having one with their heroes Hex down...
We almost have a Hex on the puck as well.
Right now.
It's very close. Is she going to be caught out before she can do anything? It doesn't look like it. We do have a potential engagement happening here. Leshrac just running in and stunning everything. 100 seconds on his suicide.
Without using stun. Well done by him.
Yeah, and he's got another passive spell that you can cast on yourself, and what it means is whenever someone attacks you, it shoots a DK Fire Breath out in their direction, and it's got a long range and deals quite a lot of damage. So what would happen is I would just walk up, right-click them once, or just walk up next to them, essentially, and aggro the creep wave, and the creeps would all start hitting me, and I'd position myself so that all the creeps are on the same side as the hero, and just start fire blasting the hell out of them. And there's a fight breaking out. Great stun coming out, and this punch is going to die before the stun. Oh, he's not! 4-star comes away, and the Juggernaut ult goes out. Everything happens at once. It looks like a Finger of Death comes out. Where did... Yeah, from the Lion. Spec ult come out. Oh, wow, the damage from the Queen of Pain ulti and the Spectre, and they're going to be a 5-man wipe here on the side of DBN. Maybe Juggernaut not going to be able to get away here. Puck in base, so he's going to be safe, but Pootie Tang potentially in some trouble. The dagger misses, so he's going to BKB teleport. He's going to make it. Wow. Having to BKB teleport when you're in your own base. She should get out. Hex, Hex, Hex.
Right now.
You have Hex. You have Hex.
5 seconds on cooldown.
No, it's not.
Hex is on cooldown.
For the quad,
yes, it is.
not for the puck.
Yeah. I was looking at quad.
No. The puck had Hex up the whole time.
There's definitely going to be a breaker axe here.
Yeah. That is definitely one
I don't
Rax.
think we're going to see another Spectre.
Honestly, I think that will probably be the end of the top Rax as well, if they really push this in. There's no Juggernaut for 40 seconds and no Puck, which is big.
The buybacks are down. Not looking good there. Yeah, the only buybacks are actually all on the side of ClickTime here.
Yeah, they're the ones with the money right now. As we see them start killing this top
I think there might even be a
tower.
respect ban Pudge.
Yeah, he's done pretty well. Smegma Salad looking, he's got the 4-staff to initiate here, and we saw him get right in and throw off a really good ulti in that last fight, but it wasn't quite enough damage with the pipe from the Pudge there to mitigate it.
Mitigate a lot.
Good stun coming out, just delaying. Batrider actually stealing the Leshrac here, but the Pudge coming in with a good hook. Gonna throw out into Eat, but the Hex, damage from the Queen of Pain coming out. The stun from the Lion does actually save the Earthshaker and the Batrider going down to the Queen of Pain right clicks, and Leshrac gets destroyed here by JC for noobs. Queen of Pain slowly getting out. They're not going to get the other Rax. That fight not going well for ClickTime, really.
Not bad though.
Not bad.
One death for a Rax and a tier 3? I'd trade that.
Well, they had the Rax before the second fight happened, so...
Yeah, but you can still think about it like that, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, they just noticed Quap.
Quap actually has Aegis still, so they're going to have a lot of trouble killing her.
Yeah, especially with that BKB coming back off cooldown.
There's a Manta on our Spectre.
And if we take a look at the team net worth, there's a big dip going on.
Wow.
Down to 15k positive in ClickTime.
Yeah.
Huge.
I remember that point not long ago where we were about the 30, just before that 31-minute 48 mark on the graph there, when we were kind of still sitting around at about 0 difference in net worth, and now we're over 15,000 in the side of ClickTime, and about the same in experience.
Same with the XP.
That's huge. Roshan respawning in not long. We see an ultimate orb come up on the Leshrac here. And
looks
Pudge
like our speed might be going towards the called the Assault Curse.
on the
Interesting
Spectre.
Oh, look
possibly.
at the she's already
Yeah.
got the chainmail.
Either that or
Maybe
she'll be getting a blade
but
mail.
There's no really way to force attack. Yeah, but you have to force attack onto her for that. Though I guess it does work against AoEs.
Yeah, and blade mail also gives her some time where Juggernaut won't want to be right-clicking her unless he has BKB. So it gives her a bit of freedom in that respect. And there's someone caught out here on the Venge, and that should be one dead Venge. Actually, the ultimate coming out from the Spectre here. Are they going to try and re-engage on this? No, no one's close enough, and the hook misses.
So close to getting.
But if you look at the damage, wow.
I think I'll need to retreat on that one.
That ulti does so much damage.
That is a lot of damage. Quite easily.
Leshrac getting really close here. Is he going to be caught out by a stun from Earthshaker? No, nothing.
He's going to ult him. Oh, good hook, good hook.
Oh, pardon me. Pardon me.
Looks like they're going to get away scot-free here.
Yep, looks like they're going to be able to just escape.
They lose their Venge. Not bad at all.
Yeah, not a big
Ah,
deal.
it is, you're right. Blade metal onto the Spectre. I don't fully agree with it. I think you could go into the Assault Curus, but I can still see the merits in it.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
No, but I think in the late game, an item like that's not... Well, it is useful. Like, if he's going to hit you, then fine, but you can't force attacks like heroes like Axe.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't...
Leshrac, because Leshrac's got a whole lot of DOT that you need to worry about straight away.
Yeah, I mean, the Spectre has a lot of DOT as well. If you can create the space to let yourself right-click without being hit back, it's really big. You look at the abilities coming out from most of the heroes on DBN, and they've got AoE. You look at the Lion. If the Lion wants to target Einsof, apart from with his disables, he's going to take a lot of damage from that blade mail. If the Earthshaker does anything, or ultis around him, he's going to take a hell of a lot of damage from that blade mail. Puck will take a lot of damage from that blade mail. The fire left on the ground by Batrider will hurt him a lot,
You're gonna
although
get a long DOT, yeah.
with the BKB it's not
but I
so
think-
bad. It's just he really does stop that Juggernaut from wanting to hit him. I still think a BKB pickup on this Juggernaut would be a very good idea.
Yeah, especially since there is now going to be a reason to get it against the blade mail at least. I'm thinking of this in slot-wise comparisons. Like that slot could have been used for something else. Like a secondary heart would be devastating against this enemy Radiant team, or maybe even Butterfly.
Yeah, even a Butterfly.
Stuff that forces them to buy things that they don't necessarily need. I mean, it's not bad on Jug; it's a really nice item, but it looks like the Jug's going into his own Hex, the ultimate orb pickup.
No. I'm pretty sure he's going Skadi's.
Skadi's not bad either.
Jug, it's been a very popular build on Jug recently. It tanks them up in stats overall, increases that attack speed, and it allows you to really chase people down and keep hitting them.
That's Batrider looking for initiation right here.
It's not gonna scout the Roshan. It's a little way away. Still a few minutes off. Another
an extra minute and a bit there.
Yeah, minute and a little bit.
A minute per each point.
And it looks like they're gonna smoke up. They don't have Firefly now for 20 seconds though, so they do have to be a little careful. Shouldn't be a big deal.
They gotta be
though.
careful about being spotted too, because if they're spotted out, Quap just has to hit her BKB. Though I guess Batrider will jump.
Quap, yeah, could be in a lot of trouble. The Spec ulti comes out and they find them.
Great way to find it.
Well, they know that there's something. They know there's a smoke going on here. If all of your illusions are sitting around and there's nothing there, you know that they're smoked up. Queen of Pain checking the Roshan. They know it has to be up soon.
So we're heading into the stage where Spectre becomes a very big problem. The levels are up, farm is quite good, and the stats that you get on these late game heroes are insane.
Yeah, Juggernaut stays a powerhouse the whole game, but he does drop off in respect to heroes like the Spectre when you get to the super late game.
Basically just purely because of passives.
Yeah, essentially.
The passive that you have on Spectre, it's return damage, and it's an EHP of 22% of your max.
Yeah, the dispersion is huge.
It's huge. And, yeah, there's not much around it, whereas all Jug has for a reliable late game is crits.
Yeah. And plus, if he gets caught unaware, or by himself, should I say, then the Desolate deals 65 damage a hit, and we've actually got a catch on the Venge again, and she's going to go down nice and easily. Down bottom.
I still think that's a little bit of a waste. You don't want to grab this Vengeful Spell.
Except now they have a Roshan here.
They do open up the Rosh.
And remember, there is a very short cooldown on the ulti from this Batrider.
Looks like they're going to take a Rax for this, though. This is a smart play. They've got to retreat soon. And they're not finishing off that
they're not going Rosh particularly fast.
No, there's going to be a Rax if they're not careful. They've got to back up.
Leshrac takes this down very fast, and Queen of Pain doing damage to tier 4s in the middle.
Damage. That's a great play by ClickTime, I think. The top lane's pushing in, bot lane's pushing in.
They're not even going to be able to finish this Rosh. They have to leave straight away, and they've almost lost the tier 3 because of it. And that's good. This Leshrac should be... Oh, yeah, and there's the Ghost Scepter pickup. Batrider not quite with his ulti yet, and he's going to suicide and make sure they get nothing for it as Queen of Pain blinks out.
Top lane, though. Top lane. They're about to lose a Rax here.
No, there's going to be a Hex. And this could be a lot of trouble for the Spectre. Does he have buyback?
Just take it onto the puck.
No, he doesn't. But the Pudge is going to come in to try and help out. Great 4-star fin and initiation from Spectre Seller. The stun's coming out, holding them there so the team can get there. And the ulti coming out from the Queen of... Not the Queen of Pain. We actually do get the ulti from the Queen of Pain down bottom as well. But that's not what we're looking at right now. As so much damage coming out from the Spectre. In fact, he's going to take out the puck and run away. In comes the Juggernaut though, and this will be the Spectre dying. Dunk! ClickTime's still around though. They really want this Rax, and Pudge gets a good hook. Oh, and this is going to be Juggernaut coming down. Yep.
Wow, that's a big kill.
This is going to be Pootie Tang dying to the Leshrac as well. Doing a lot. Jug buyback, Queen of Pain buyback. Buybacks galore.
Oh, the timing I was looking for.
Great Ghost Scepter. Fantastic follow-up stun as well. He should be killed here with the disables coming out from Lion, though. They still don't manage to take that Rax.
But they're going to have a huge dive in net worth there. That's at least 3 or 4k down.
Bottom tower on 26 HP. Go, Quap! There it goes.
Time to leave.
Time to leave fast, Quap. His ultimate's up. Leave fast. Oh, that was close.
Well done, though. Snags the tower and gets out. I really got to take care of these siege creeps.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
Lion's having a bit of trouble.
Lion right click. Go Lion right click.
Lion right click. High early game doesn't really end up as much. And they've decided to go back into this. Oh no, it's ClickTime going into the Rosh pit now.
Very smart.
Without their Spectre as well. Still managing to take it out.
Yeah, it's definitely good though, because they realized it was weakened.
Pudge, get the cheese! Hell yeah.
Great map awareness by ClickTime there. Forcing it into their base, and coming out on top, getting and forcing three or so buybacks, and then going back and taking the Rosh.
Yeah, that was a fantastic decision from them to actually push instead of trying to contest the Rosh fight there. They managed to get so much. They got a tier 3, took some really good fights because they forced the TPs to come back at different times from DBN. did you notice that DBN all teleported back into the fountain instead, and that lengthened the TPs for the ones following? They should have TP'd to different structures.
Yeah, the one other thing that you saw there was that they were actually caught with their pants down. A lot of them didn't have TPs. That's why that courier was out there.
Yeah. Oh my god, this Pudge. He is balls deep.
He is mirroring this. No one's gonna see this coming.
Oh, there's the spec ulti. Is they gonna look for a Pudge hook as well? On the puck, on the puck. Oh, he misses.
And then he goes something. He's in there though, he's causing a lot of problems.
Yeah, there should be no blink out from here, and this is gonna be a dead puck.
There needs to be a buyback on this puck if she can.
Puck cannot buy back.
This is not looking good for
Juggernaut in as well. The Aegis goes down once, and a great ulti coming out. Not actually going to kill Pac-Man in the end. Manages to force staff him away. Batrider ulti coming out. Good swap coming out as well. Standing and Pudge going in. Force staff saving everybody here. As everybody just force staffs or blinks away, and nothing's going to happen. Oh, Earthshaker goes down. Ravage for the team. Oh, a lot of damage on this Pudge. Dead. Still 3v3 here.
And they're still trying to fight up against the Spectre. I don't think this is going to work out.
But one-on-one right now, it looks like the Juggernaut's actually doing pretty well against the Spectre, but the Leshrac is doing a lot of damage right now.
There goes the Blade.
This is going to be 3 down. There's the Hex.
There he goes down.
And there's the team. And that's probably the GG.
GG!
GG!
Great game played by ClickTime. Great to see the third match between these two.
That was a fantastic game between both teams. Absolutely amazing.
Very close the whole way.
Wow. Wow. Oh. What do we want to say about that?
Lots. No. I like the game from the start to the end. Lots of up and down. Very much a Dota game. That's how I like my Dota.
I mean,
up and down.
You're always really involved in a match as soon as one of your teams picks up a Pudge.
Pudge, the X factor in that game. He did net quite a few kills, going 12 and 9 at the end there.
Yeah, he actually did very well. He got those levels on the bottom lane. He didn't quite get harassed off lane by Lion as much as I thought they might. They didn't quite control the wave. I mean, when you come up,
Lion ended up feeding on that too.
Yeah, when you come up to a situation like that, when you've got your Pudge at level 1, maybe level 2, you expect your Lion to be able to zone him out completely. If your Juggernaut down bottom can really hold that creep wave just in front of your tower.
I think, yeah, a little bit of the wave control would have gone a long way to definitely making sure Pudge got nothing. But one of the other things I think, though, is that Lion was not bullying him at all and let him sit on the lane, where it's like, I mean, you have Jug there, but he's not going to solo him. Like, you need a good amount of like creep blocking and a lot of harass on him before you can really get the spin kill. So they did, however, get the first blood on him, which I think was great.
Yeah, I actually missed it, so I'm not quite sure how it happened, but...
Neither, but I'm pretty sure it was stun into spin with a slightly low health Pudge on that one.
Yeah.
But like what I would have liked to have seen would have been when the Lion gets level 2 to head in there and start draining all of Pudge's mana. Give him no resources. And then when you're sure that Pudge is not going to come close, or that Juggernaut will have such an advantage that it doesn't really matter, you should be pulling.
Yeah. Because if you can get rid of the mana on Pudge, then Lion has no trouble whatsoever harassing Pudge out of lane. Pudge has no answer to him.
And in fact, he even has a low movement speed, so there's no way he's not.
So that let the Pudge get a few levels. He managed to get a nice return kill on the Lion with a good hook through the creep wave when they were pushing up too far, and that's part of the lane control we were talking about. Is if they'd had more lane control, they wouldn't have been that close. But after he got those levels, he managed to go like roam and get a few good pickoffs. So we did see him making some good initiations and kind of almost fulfilling the same role as Batrider in this game.
Yep, like that great hook that he got on the Earthshaker.
Yeah, that was fantastic. If we look at the mid lane, Hakumen on our puck was actually outlaning the Queen of Pain. It was very difficult for the Quap to do much because whenever she tried to throw out the dagger, we just phase shifted on the puck.
Yeah, I think with that type of matchup as a Quap, you may even benefit better by designing your build around farming. So high levels on the Scream and maybe a level 2 on 3 on the Blink, and keep the dagger at 1.
Yeah,
I think that's better. And even then, you can also get the plus out of it because you can either come close to the wave, scream it to kill it, and also get the puck to use phase shift and then fling the dagger, or you can fling the dagger at her. She phase shifts, then farm the wave and damage her at the same time. I think being a little bit more proactive on that may have saved his lane a little bit, but it is definitely a tough matchup.
Yeah.
Because Puck does have a lot of burst.
Exactly. We saw some really good rotations like throughout the mid game and some great stuns from the Leshrac and counter ganks from the Pudge to really turn some stuff around. Batrider did his best.
Well,
he got a pretty quick blink.
12 minutes.
But the Venge did a very good job of stopping him from being able to do too much in this game. It was a fantastic counter pick.
I think almost 100% of the time there was a Batrider pull, she stopped it.
Yeah. And then what happened is in the end, near the end of the game, Batrider just kept jumping the Vengeful Spirit because he couldn't grab anybody else.
I
think you what?
Nope, we're good, never mind.
Alright. The Juggernaut did well. I still think a BKB would have been good on him, but you look at a whole range of things, and he had a very tough time killing anyone. We had a lot of movement up on the side of ClickTime. We had the Leshrac with his well, he got quite a fairly quick in the end Bloodstone, so he was quite tanky, and then not long after that he got his Ghost Scepter up, making things difficult for Juggernaut. Then we had Force Staff on Pudge and Venge. We had Swap from Venge, Blink on Queen of Pain, and Spectre just being tanky.
I still would have to say though, just a quick mention to the Venge, very unsung hero. Like, did so much in that team fight that you wouldn't believe. Like, swapping people out of dangerous situations almost every time, making sure Bat didn't get anything. This Venge was very on point.
With his 9 last hits.
9 last hits? Hey, I've had more kills than last hits as a support.
He was getting there. He had 4 kills, 9 last hits. That's impressive, I must say. It really is.
Definitely shows he's pulling his weight.
Yeah. I've got to be honest, I think the Earthshaker actually played a really, really good game.
Yeah, I think he was definitely there where it mattered.
His stuns were really on point. Once he got that 4 staff, he was actually managing to initiate really well. It was probably quite a good decision from him to pick up the 4 staff because it's something you can buy in parts as opposed to going all in on something like a Blink Dagger.
Blink Dagger being slightly more effective though, because you got the range and the instantaneous movement rather than watching him slowly move his ass up to them.
But all in all, I think a fantastic match. Awesome Pudge. Gotta love it. Every time there's a Pudge, it's amazing. We're going to a third game because that is 1-1 now between these two. Maybe we'll see a respect ban for the Pudge, but we won't be too long, guys. So join us back here for Team of 2 casting the next match for the Dota 2 Anzac weekend in about 5 or 10 minutes.